What's going on, you guys? So, you guys know I wanted to do a separate channel. So, this channel, as you guys can see, it's called Lisa Real Talk. Okay. And I made it because on my position coding channel, I put a lot of stuff on there, and some of it don't have nothing to do with position coding. So, that's the reason why I launched this channel. And you guys see the thumbnail has Tupac on the thumbnail. Y'all know I love Tupac. And I couldn't figure out, what my niche is, what my so and so is. They kill me with this niche thing. And then I realized that even in the Sapphire Position Coding page, my niche is, again, it's telling stories, visualizing surgeries, visualizing what physicians do. So, there is going to be another chat on that. But this one is geared more towards what's your passion? What do you want to talk about? Like rapping, they talk about what goes on in their life. Biggie talking about, how he grew up and, what his dreams was. Tupac talked about everyday life, seeing, what he saw. So that was part of my motivation for actually even making, a new channel because I like to talk about my weight loss. Let's talk about the breast reduction. Let's talk about the tummy tuck situations. And you guys know, I've had most of that stuff. And, there's another chat, pretty much grew back. I mean, my breast pretty much grew back from the breast reduction that I had. So we're in the works. I'm about to get them done again, and I'm about to get my stomach again. Because well, I ain't gonna say again. I went, me and my bestie, and she went through with the stomach portion. She was in so much pain, I just couldn't do it. But I'm doing it now. I gotta do it now because it's ridiculous. But again, Tupac just when I hear his music, I'm listening to what this dude is saying, and he was the type that he could just be sitting down and just boom, he about to spit out something. And I was just so amazed at the way he pretty much got down. When you look at the history and you look at how Tupac came up and you look at, when he went to school, the arts and crafts, and him wearing the ballerina thing and all that, that's all creativity. I love the one when he was on stage and he did his rapping for, like an audition. He had no boss. He gonna do it. Whether he knew what he was doing or whether he knew what he was saying or how he got that, he just did it and he won. And that's how motivation is. That's how enthusiasm is. It gets you up. It gets you rising to do what you need to do. So again, that's what Lisa Real Talk is about. But some of us are just either ashamed to talk about something or just don't talk about something. I mean, I'm not any different than you. Who wants to talk about a breast reduction? Who wants to talk about, weight loss? Like I told you guys before, sometimes I get food, I get trays. People think I'm eating this stuff. I'll throw it away. And again, you be shamed when you want to throw away food that somebody that made and spent money on. And that's probably why I don't let anybody see me do it. It could be a pattern, but the goal for me is I need to lose another 60 pounds. So, we got to figure out how we're going to do it. That's why I said, let's make another channel. Let's make a channel that doesn't have anything to do with surgeries or anything like that. I put a lot of pictures on my YouTube that I'm going to start putting on this YouTube. So you guys come on over to Lisa Real Talk, and we're going to start having conversations. Especially one conversation people be asking me about is, like, how do you do it? How do you do this? At least I know you'll be up at 3 a.m. Let me tell you something. You see how Tupac was spitting out all that stuff, and he had papers all around him, and it's just his thoughts. Boom, his thoughts. And then he had so many, he couldn't even put them together. I have so many thumbnails that I don't know which one I want to do. And it just puts me in a state of mind of Tupac, how he just had all this stuff that he still wanted to get out there. He can't even get it out. He got so much. If something on his mind, he putting it on paper. Something on his mind, he putting it on paper. He recording it. Whether he put it out or not, he put it on paper or he recorded it. I mean, to me, Tupac was a total genius. And, some people may have a different thought, some people may not. But again, the history of him, his mother and the Black Panther, you guys know how I am about Black Panther. So, this was an entity that was, for the community. These were people who, developed things to help others. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to know all ins and out of how something goes down, but you know the good that came out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, let's do the real talk. What I have to say, let's put it out there. Let's see who is listening. I mean, you might be home. You might want to say, let me listen to Lisa Real Talk right now. At some point, we'd be doing it live. But you guys know I don't like the live thing because I don't have control over that video. I have to figure out how to get control over that video once I live it. So that's the reason why I said, how much I admire Tupac, and I have him on this thumbnail. And me at 55 to this day, I'm bumping the Tupac. Forget about it. Yeah, the degrees, the education, the leadership, Professor Lambert. Leadership has fun too. We don't just work all the time. You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right. I work all the time, but I have fun too. You guys hear me laughing. You guys hear me, telling jokes. I'm always in a happy mood. It's not always just work and trying to get it right. You got to play at some point. So, you guys check out my pictures that I put on Sapphire. Check those pictures out. I want to pull those pictures over here at some point. But being that this is the first video that I'm doing, I haven't done no editing and nothing. Just put the video out there and let it roll. In this sense, I wanted to be talk about stuff that people want to hear, especially those nervous people about getting the bariatric surgery or taking Ozempic or taking Wegovy or just not saying anything about their weight and they're just there. That's going to be one of my main topics. And that topic is still going to be on Sapphire, but I want to put one of those topics up here because Real Talk is going to be about what are you going to do today? What do you want to talk about today? Is something pretty much depressing you? How you feel like you want to roll with this? Let's see how we're going to implement this project. And when you make one project, you got 25 behind your head, but you only started on the first two. And it's so hard to just focus on one thing. When you got the other thing going, your mind is like, okay, let's do that. Let's do this. But, you still have to focus and kind of like stay in the box. And that's where a lot of this, is coming from. But right now, I wanted to talk about, some of the things that a lot of women want to talk about. And nobody really talks about it. We had a conversation the other day about women losing weight, women over 55. After you get the surgery, how do you feel? You guys know I almost went through the surgery, but it didn't work. I didn't get it. I kind of backed out of it. I chose a different alternative to lose weight, and it's working. Do I regret? Do I want to do the surgery? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. And like Dr. Now is like my most famous person in the world, but I'm not ready to be cut up inside like that. I guess I don't know, because we're gonna drop the stomach. I'm telling you right now. And don't think 55 is too old to get that stomach done. Shoot, we just begin. Some of you who have questions about me, because let me tell you, y'all send me emails about stuff that has nothing to do with Sapphire physician coding. I'm saying a lot of stuff y'all be asking me is personal, but it ain't nothing personal about Miss Lambert because y'all know I'll put it out there in a minute. Like want men let me tell you something. If you meet a man and the man can't accept you for how you are, then it's a problem. Because once some men find out you smarter than them, they won't talk to you no more. A lot of men want to they belittle you. No, I'm saying I've had them all. And some people say, Miss Lambert, how come you wear, your ring? And some men say, who you married to? Well, I'm married to the business. That's what I'm married to. I like to change it every now and then. So, that's one question that people always ask me. They will assume I'm married or assume I'm not married. I'm not. Um, did I almost go through with it a couple of times? Pretty much yes. And then, did the dress, invitations, everything. And then the closer I got to that wedding, the more I kept saying, do I really want to do this? I don't even hardly know half what love feels like. I don't think I want to do it. So I didn't. And maybe in the near future, it might be my other half. But like I say, you either rolling with me or you ain't going. Y'all know how I am. Y'all know how I am. It can't be you walking in front of me. It gotta be we walking together. It gotta be we walking together. So that's why I wanted to kind of put it out there in a sense where y'all ain't alone. Y'all are not alone. I mean, I have girlfriends that, they do their thing, but you always meet some dingbat or some, that 10 days into the relationship, you're psycho, so who wants to keep doing that? But, I get a lot of emails about that, but I hope I answered y'all's question. No, I am not married. I wear my rings because I love wearing them. I'm not going to stop because they say, she wants to be married. Trust me, at least could have married any one of 4 or 5 different men, but I chose not to because I can buy this myself. I buy this myself. So, some people, when I do, with my significant other, I'm so glad. Why she don't have a boyfriend? I didn't even know they was thinking about it like that. Really? I didn't know you cared. That's like I told them, don't try to figure out my madness. All right. That's for me to conquer, not for you to figure out. You see what I'm saying? I had no idea people even really cared. I didn't even know anybody would even think about me like that. I mean, why is my business your business? So, those are some of the things that, we are going to talk about in that channel. And I pretty much learned how to do the iMovie thing. So I'm definitely going to put a clip or two up on my, my YouTube. I figured it out for Sapphire. I don't know about RealTalk yet. But again, like I said, this is Real Talk. I have a lot of people, on my TikTok, and I'm not quite familiar with that role right now because TikTok is new to me. It's new to me. The YouTube thing, I've been doing it for years. I mean, it ain't really jumped up. I got like, what, 8,000 subscribers. I don't know half know what to put out there sometimes. But, it's all about, being yourself and doing your thing. And, like I said, Real Talk is going to be about stuff that happens in life. You guys know I've already written books. The books that I've written have to do with step-by physician coding. Can I write a book on my own life? Of course I can. I can write 50 books. How many people say, I need to write a book about my life? I need to write a book about my life. They go through so much stuff. They want to write a book. People who go through things, they want to tell it. They got YouTube now to tell whatever they want to tell. Right? Most of us had dreams when we were younger that we couldn't conquer at 18. We couldn't conquer at 25. We couldn't conquer at 35. You see what I'm saying? At 55, you don't have to start at some point. We have things that we have done that just didn't pan out. You guys know I told you about, the house situation. I did a whole video on that. I haven't even put it out there yet. But again, I was this close to buying a house. And I got laid off. So, of course, you guys know I was devastated about that. And I wanted to do that before my mother passed. But it's all right because she can still see me. And again, I'm not the only one who want to do that. And I'm not the only one who want to purchase a house by themselves. I don't want nobody on my shenanigans. Now I could have still bought the house. I could have still bought the house and put my sister on there, but I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. My mother always said, if you can't get what you want, don't get it. If that ain't what you want, don't get it. And a lot of people who know me and who don't know me, they know if that's not what I want, I'm not getting it. I'm not gonna buy the shack for 150,000 when I want this one that's 300,000. I'm not gonna settle for that. At some point, I almost did for the sake of just being a homeowner. You know what I'm saying? I was, but my mother said, no, that's not the house for you, Lee. Don't get it. And the house was almost $100,000 cheaper than the one I was getting. At that point, I said, all right, Mom, I ain't getting it. So I went with the bigger house, the bigger and the better house. And then that happened. So, don't give up on what you want to do. Don't give up on what you want to do. It's going to take time, just like when you do a business. It takes time to do a business. It's not going to be a year. It's not going to be 2 years. You got to get it out there. You guys see all this stuff I be having back here? I was trying to figure out whether I was going to finish mailing the marketing or I was going to go ahead and do this chat. I'm still not finished. But when I finish this, I'm going to get it out. And, marketing costs money. Everything costs money. Marketing costs money. And again, that's one of the things of real talk. That's one of the things of real talk. I put something on Facebook. I don't know what it was. I think it was about the house. What they did to me at the house or whatever. And one of my friends said, Lisa, don't worry about it. You're a hustler. And I said to myself, and some people said that to me, I'm not a hustler. This is my passion. But he's right. I am a hustler because I don't let nothing hold me down. I don't let nothing hold me down. If I make videos and Sapphire Physician Code, I make the videos. I'm not going to think about my job. I'm not going to think about the conflict of revenue cycle director. I can't think about that type of conflict when I'm trying to stay focused right here. And I try to keep the two things separate. That's the purpose of me making my own business. Because if I got to be somebody else when I'm sitting up there as revenue cycle director, I can't. This is me right here. And I still can be Professor Lisa. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know not to call me Miss Lisa. I meant to say Professor Lambert. So, that's a scenario. And I think in real talk, I want to see a lot of women on this channel. Nothing wrong with the men, but I want to see a lot of women on this channel. And tell me what y'all want to hear on this channel. Because doing it has to consist of real talk. What we're going to talk about is real talk. Y'all going to hear real things that happened in my life. Y'all going to hear real things that I've done. Y'all going to hear about, me growing up. And, I just took the States. I took my kids with me. I took the States. I wanted to see different things. I want to do different things. I showed my kids life. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. That's why both my kids, they got their own homes. They own their own. You see? So, and that's some of the things that people ask me. Do I have kids? I have two. So, some people ask me these things, which, you can go on my Facebook and see all that. I blocked all this friendship stuff and some stuff I stopped putting out public because I keep getting dingbats befriending me. And one time I just did a clean sweep and befriended. And then I said, then I'll see who I got to get rid of. So I just got rid of over like 1,000 people off my Facebook. I can't with these dingbats. You know what I'm saying? They see pretty picture. Oh, she's so pretty. And they didn't realize how smart you are. You gotta be pretty and dumb. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You should be smart and pretty at the same time. If once they found out that that they can't fool you, they don't want to talk to you no more. They don't want to XYZ. So that's where that's gonna come in at. So I'm gonna let this down. This is a video that I've been saying I was gonna do, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I have the other one with the physicians. I have to put that up because I scheduled that to go before Tuesday. But this is relating to that thumbnail that I just put up there. My motivation is just thinking about Tupac and how he just started spitting out stuff. And that's how he wrote. I don't know how many of y'all are Tupac fans, but I am. and just looking at him, just how he vibe, boom. It just it's just mind boggling. I don't think any rapper out here in the world, to me, this is my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Is better than Tupac. But everything he said was real. No matter who he talked about, no matter who he XYZ, you can't because he ain't practicing nothing. He just spitting it out, and that's it. He ain't practicing nothing. He's spitting it out, and he's telling and he's showing what's going on. And I have much respect for his mother, all of them. You see what I'm saying? So that's where we headed for this. That's where we headed for this. I'll see y'all again. Remember, this is a first. This is a first. Will I put this on Sapphire? I don't know if I'm gonna put it on Sapphire because I don't want my two channels conflicted. This has nothing to do with physician. The physicians, we're gonna leave that with the physicians. This one, I'm gonna leave it right here. So I'm gonna sign off on this. I'm gonna come back again, and we're gonna have a full segment because I wasn't sure if I want to do like a podcast or do it on the YouTube. I'm pretty much familiar with the YouTube, so that's why I went on and put it up on the YouTube. But I'm gonna shut it down, and I'm gonna see you guys next time.